Celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Brissett. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. They go play action with Brissett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
To throw is Winston. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Finding Gaskin underneath.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Kamara.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down.
At the Dolphins' 9-yard line.
Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have pegged it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6.
13. Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Next to score, Dolphins 14, Saints 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Winston. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A first down throw for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Winston now. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
43 is the mic. 43. Wait. Let's go, Abby. Everyone, go.
First down, Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
43 is the mic. Check, 43. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 43 is the mic. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return will stop right around the 25. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
We play to win.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
The Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Winston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Let him know. Mike 43. Mike 43. Stop it. Man up, D. Man up, D. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Working out of the gun. Winston.
Throw left side, complete to Troutman.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check, 43. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 43's the mic.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 50-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd and goal, Brissett. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Here we go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Winston.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And now here is another interception. Picked picked off. Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44.
Mike 55. Tackles. Hey, check right. Easy. Watch the slap. Mike 55. I'm on the 50. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here's Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score is Saints 26, Dolphins 22.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Oh, he gets loose right side.
And he'll be out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game. Touchdown! That's called. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A first down throw for Brissett.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
29. Jason Sanders to kick off 1-9.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 39-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. To throw is Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
7 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and
8. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Onyemata in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
He's got to complete to Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to